mash feed formula, and we are going to first of all discuss about the different categories of layers feed. Like we have the chick smash, the grower smash, and the layer smash. Because when you buy them at day old chicks, assuming you're the one brooding, you're not going to start giving them layer smash. So we'll go into detail to talk about how long you're supposed to feed them each of the categories of the feed. Then we'll look at the layer smash feed formula. First, we have different categories of layers feed depending on the age of your bird. Like I said earlier, if they are coming in at day old chicks, you're going to start feeding them with chicks feed mash. If you look at the picture very closely, you will see those tiny chicks. You can't possibly give those birds layer smash because it will be too much for them to even swallow. So chick smash is used for chicks as from day old, that's the day they came in, to about 8 weeks old, when chicks would ordinarily be in the brooder house. Like I said earlier, let's assume you're the one breeding your day old chicks. From onset, like you bought pullets. Pullets is the name for baby layers. So you bought your pullets and they came in at day old. You first of all give them chicks mash before you now go to grower smash. Then the grower's feed mash is used in feeding chicks from 8 weeks old to 20 weeks old, when the birds will still be in the grower's house. There are different stages of layers. They first of all come up as chicks, go into grower, and from the grower's house you now cage them into the cages where they're supposed to stay and start laying eggs. So within that period of from 8 weeks to 20 weeks old, they will still be feeding grower's mash. Reason is because they're still at the growing stage. They've not really turned to that mother layer figure yet. They're still growing, they're still coming up. So you're feeding them grower's mash for them to grow up, look healthy, attain the height, the weight, and what it requires to become a full layer. Then you graduate to feeding them the layers feed mash when they are from, let's say, 20 weeks upward, and by then normally layers start dropping, that's producing small eggs from week 18 upwards, depending on the performance of the birds actually. So from that 20 weeks old, when the birds are about to be laying, you understand, or 10% of the birds have started dropping eggs, that's when you can now start feeding them layer smash. What layer smash will now do is to help them start producing more. Then introduction, let's look at the feed formula proper. Feed formulas are usually given based on the nutritional needs of your birds. So always ensure that before a feed formula is recommended or used, it must meet the nutritional requirements needed by your birds. So you don't just feed because you want to feed. Like we talked about the chick smash, grower smash, and layer smash. They have different things that make up the feed. So they are being served to the birds at different age because of what they nutritionally need and require for growth at that particular time. However, an example of layer smash feed formula for an average of 1 ton, let's say 1000 kg feed production, is given below. So now let's look at the breakdown of the feed formula you're supposed to use to produce 1000 kg of layer smash for your animals. We have here, by your left, the raw materials, and your right, you have the quantity required. So for maize, you need 500 kg of maize to produce 1000 kg of layer smash. Then we have soybean meal, popularly called SBM. You need it like 130 kg. Groundnut cake, GNC, you need it for 100 kg. Wheat offals, 195 kg. Bone meal, 20 kg. Oyster shell, 80 kg. Methionine, 1 kg. Lysine, 1 kg. Salt, 3 kg and vitamin 3 kg. You can have a good look at the breakdown here. The quantities by your right hand side, when you calculate everything, you will come up with a total of 1033 kg, which is an average of 1 ton for producing 1000 kg of layer smash for your birds. And the raw materials you'll be needing by your left is maize, soybean meal. Maize is your source of energy, soybean meal and granite cake for protein, wheat offals. Then we have bone meal, oyster shell for calcium. We have the other, let's say, vitamin and other mineral resources. Okay, in summary, there is no doubt that formulating your own feed for your birds will help you save costs, as well as put you in charge of what you feed your birds in order to obtain optimum performance from their production. Generally, there's this saying that what you give your birds is what you get. So even in poultry production and layers, what you still give them is what you get, because the egg they're going to produce for you is based on what they ate, the feed you serve them. Meanwhile, care must be taken when purchasing and processing your feeds as not to serve contaminated or less nutritional feeds to your birds to avoid severe consequences. If you are a practical farmer, you will know what I'm talking about. If you make one mistake that is going to cost you your entire flock, it's not funny. Seriously, it's not funny. So that's why you have to be very careful. And as much as you're trying to cut costs, you need to purchase those raw materials from a reputable feed mill factory, and make sure that you maintain proper hygiene wherever you're going to use in mixing them, so that issues of feed being contaminated, or at the end of the day you lose the nutritional quality of which is the reason you bought the raw materials in the first place, would not occur and now cause a lot of issues for your animals. Well, like I said here, seasons can also affect or alter the formulation depending on your location, your season, so many factors. Therefore, try to always carry an expert along, or ask farmers who are already in the same business with you. Network with your people, ask them what works for them and give it a try, and definitely it will work for you too. Alright, so this is where we're going to be wrapping up today's lecture on the layer smash feed formula. You can subscribe to our channel for more amazing training videos. Thank you.